In the wake of the partial government shutdown, Americans are suddenly more worried about the economy. Two-thirds of those questioned in a CBS News poll say the economy is still in bad shape, and 38% think it's getting worse. That is the highest number we've seen in nearly 2 years. In an interview, we asked billionaire investor Warren Buffett what he sees in the months ahead. When you look at what happened in Washington, do you believe it can happen again?
I don't think that particular thing will happen again.
You don't think the threat of a default will happen again, that they will use the debt ceiling?
Yeah, if they don't, they're out of their minds, and I hope that when the 2014 elections come, people remember it. Now, the debt ceiling is silly to start with. I mean, if you appropriate more, I mean, Congress appropriates money, and they set taxation. So, I mean, it's their job to both create revenues and to control expenditures. And if they are going to spend more than they take in, they're going to have to raise a debt ceiling. It should not be there. It is a political weapon of mass destruction, and it's so crazy that you really don't want it. But both parties should just say it's off the table. And I really hope they do that after this. This gives them a great opportunity to just say, listen, we've been nuts in the past, we're not going to be nuts in the future.
What's happening right now in Washington influences all of us, which is the budget negotiations. You got Patty Murray and Paul Ryan, Democratic senator and a Republican congressman.
Good people.
What should they do?
They should, if they could, they should stay out of the public limelight, maybe even stay away from their colleagues, and try to work out something the best they can that the two of them feel good about in terms of both revenues and expenditures. And then they should come forth and they say, this isn't perfect. It's going to make the guys on my own side mad to some degree, but let's have an up or down vote on it.
So if you're a Democrat, you got to accept some entitlement reform.
Absolutely.
And if you're Republican, you got to have some revenue enhancement.
Yeah.
Buffett said Congress did the right thing to end the budget standoff after a long period of what he called madness.